Hey, what's up, everybody? Here, TDH Wolf, aka Wolf Among Sheep, known in teamlik.com, here with an Onza competition review. Okay, first off, I've owned 5, maybe 6 of these things. I've almost lost count. Okay, I've owned regular ones, and I've owned the competition, which are these. The regular ones don't have this rubberized finish. It's like a nice grip on it. They don't have that. They're the straight plastic. I don't even think they have this design on it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but hey, it is a pretty cool little snazzy design. They don't have the braided cable. I really like the braided cable. No biggie, and it's pretty freaking long, honestly. It doesn't have these tension adjustable joysticks, which you can see here. If you just do this, give these guys a spin to the left or right, it'll either loosen or tighten your joystick. So yeah, so you look at how tight that is right now. If I go ahead and turn it to the left, I loosen it all the way up. Look at the play in that thing now. So it's pretty good for racing games, pretty good if you're sniping. If you're just a little jittery that night, you can make the adjustments on the controller on the fly and not worry about it. Problem is, if you get used to a certain setting and you don't remember how many clicks exactly, you'll lose count. This is a mechanical controller, which means that, you hear that? Let me do a little closer. This thing is quick. I mean, the way it fires and the way the buttons react, it is quick. I mean, they're very fast. Buttons are very flush. I mean, look at it, blends right in the controller. They have a banana style clip trigger. Oh, I'm in love. Okay, all kind of cool things on this controller. They did a great job with it. Back and start buttons, awesome. I mean, when they're right there, I don't have to do this whole, whoops, sorry about the camera. You don't have to do this whole, I'm reaching for the stars up here to get your start buttons. I mean, what the hell is that about? But this right here is very convenient, very nice. I love the grip on it. Very conformative to your hands. I mean, it just molds right into your hands, grips real nice. Not to mention, it's got the extra programmable bumpers. Okay, pretty sweet. And it's a simple program. You simply hold the button back here in the back and hit the button you want it to mimic, and that's what it does. So if I wanted to mimic the B button, I would simply hold this button in the back. I'll hit the B button, bam. Now my left bumper here will mimic the B button. Do whatever that B button is doing. Awesome for drop shotting and awesome for, you know, those quick reaction options, which, you know, you gotta, you know, take your thumb off to do. You know, you don't want to sit there and you know, does it matter for some people? Most people, no. But for a pro or for, you know, the gamers that just competitive as mess, it matters just to be able to, you know, do this number here. It's quicker. As far as that, controller's pretty cool. You know, again, you program the buttons back in the back. I love the banana clips. The feel is awesome, very grippy. I love the ability and the choice to be able to tension set my controllers at any given moment, and I absolutely love the mechanical buttons. Now, for the downside, these things are almost a POS. Okay, and the reason for it is the hardware fails like crazy. It's the reason I've had 6 of them. It's the reason when I go to get this one, you know, repaired or after service and everything else, I'm like, should I buy another one of these things, or should I just, you know, give up and find another controller? Which, you know, I've got tons of controllers, and this is probably my favorite, but this one breaks all the time. I've got 2 of these in circulation. One breaks, I go take it in after service, I play until the next one breaks. Honestly, that's how bad it is. Okay, and what breaks is, first off, this thing is flimsy as mess. Your actual audio connection. If you're using like X41s or, you know, Astros or something of that nature in these ports, they're a little heavy, they're a little bulky. When you simply bump it, someone's got a 90-degree elbow on them, some are real straight and long, and if you just bump it, it just breaks those soldering points in there, and you're stuck sending it back to after service unless you want to open up and void your warranty. The tension controls. For some reason in the world, after a little while, the ability to view, you know, you'll be viewing your guy, will be running an FPS, and he'll be do this number. He kind of looks down to the right. It's kind of like you're doing this number, but you're not really doing anything. You're just sitting still, and he's all, you know, and it's constantly done that with about 4 controllers that I've had out of these. Another thing that drives me crazy is the fire button. For some reason, they are weak. They are just a piss poor. of hardware in there, and they constantly mess up. Sometimes got to hit it twice to get it to fire. Sometimes I have to kind of hold it all the way down, let it go, and then hit it again, and then it will fire. There's all kind of things with this fire button, and if you look online and you look at the reviews on these things, everybody has the same complaint. Everybody is talking about how crappy these are, but how amazing they are as well. So you're going to get some big time mixed reviews, but here it is from the word of mouth. I've owned 6 of these things. I have pros that buddy pros that own, you know, I don't know, 10, 15 of these things, some of them, because they love them so much. However, they're not allowed on circuit, and they break all the time. But they are awesome to play with. Very, very awesome controllers. I absolutely love them. But they suck. It's a love-hate relationship. But you're gambling, and I'm going to say that they will probably last, depending on how much you game, maybe a few months, maybe 6 months if you're lucky. Because they just break for some reason. I don't know, you know, just crappy hardware. But the cables and everything, you know, you've heard me, you know, positives and negatives about it. But for $40 off Amazon, yeah, you really can't go wrong for a controller. And I have them 2 in cycle at a time, you know, and get the after service done. But other than that, you know, here's a quick kind of look at them. Again, I love the flush buttons that do this number here. It's a lot different than. And it's a lot different than having to use this guy and, like, you know, I mean, see what I'm saying? So it's a lot different options on this controller. I love these mechanical buttons. They're very quick. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting one, I probably would. I'd try it out. I had one that worked for a long time without any problems, but I would say, you know, out of 6 or 7 of these things, about 5 of them have broke, or 6 of them have broke. So, you know, go, you know, make your own opinion, make your own review, and maybe one day I'll watch it. This is TDH Wolf, aka Wolf Among Sheep, from TeamLIK.com. Hope you liked it. See you later. Hope to see you online.